All right, so you can see we got our primary and our secondary off the razor. Working on right now the secondary. This is the factory spring coming out of the secondary. This is the aftermarket spring, the Dalton spring to go in the secondary. We got it apart. We're gonna put it back together, and then we got a brand new clutch to put in. And we'll show you a little bit more on that here in a little bit. All right, we got a new Dalton spring in our secondary. Got the secondary all cleaned up. It looks real good. I don't see any reason why it would need to be replaced. We also got the Hunter Works rollers in there. So we're about to put it back together. I want to show you what the old clutch. This is a new factory Polaris clutch. Of course, it did not come with any weights in it, fly weights. None of them do. It's from the factory if you buy a new one. This one's new. It was bought from Hunter Works, and I bought the Dalton clutch kit to put in it, and it is installed. And the new spring in there. So really not much to see. I didn't have it apart to show you what all of it looked like. This is the old clutch. And as you can see, it is pretty well pitted. And what happened with that is I was my own fault. I was doing a hill climb in Durham town. I don't know if you've ever been there before or not, but I was having too much fun, and I think I messed around and left it in high range, and we made a run up a hill, and before we knew it, we had caused some problems. But it already had this guard in there, and most likely, from what I understand, that's probably from running high range for a long time, maybe on the road. We do spend quite a bit of time on the road. So anyway, we got it, got a new one. It looks really good. Got a clutch kit in it, and it is set up for the 30 to 32 inch tire for rock crawling, trail riding. So we'll see how that works. We may have to adjust it, but for now, that's why we got it set up. And like I say, that is the original secondary, and it's cleaned. Looks good. We got new Hunter Works rollers in it. So stay tuned, and we'll get it put together and see what it looks like. All right, there's all the new clutch put on, the secondary put on, new Hunter Works belt, and we're about ready to take it for a little spin and see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, this is the updated version after we got through doing our clutch kit and our new clutch and a new belt and some secondary rollers. Of course, we bought it all from Hunter Works. We bought a factory clutch from them. We bought the Dalton clutch kit, and we bought the secondary rollers from Hunter Works, and we also bought a belt from Hunter Works. We've been running their belt for years, been happy with them, and bought a few other things from them, been happy with them. The Dalton clutch kit, we set it up for 30 inch to 32 inch tires, rock crawling per se. We do mostly trail riding. I'm not too worried with the top end. This thing runs 90 miles an hour. I don't really run 90 all the time. But we do a lot of trail riding, and we do a little mix of a little bit of rock crawling, not no super heavy duty rock crawling, but I occasionally find something I probably shouldn't get into. But for the most part, trail riding, a little rock crawling. Around here, riding sand, not like desert sand, but it's a different kind of sand. It's pretty good sand to play in. Try to stay out of the mud as much as we can. Of course, there's a lot of that here. But we went out and ran it, and I wish I could give you a comparison to show you what it looked like just with no clutch kit at all, just a factory clutch. But I really couldn't because I had to put it all together, and to just save time, I put it together. My factory clutch that was on here currently was trashed. We had got the best out of it, so it wouldn't have been a fair comparison to show you what it looked like before and after. But I did notice as soon as we put the clutch kit in it, it does take off a little bit slower RPM. It takes off and engages quicker, if you want to say. It seemed like I got all my power back from putting the 32s on it. I could tell the difference when we went from 30s to 32s, and the tires are heavier. I could tell the difference in it. Now it seems like it did stock. It's got its power back. I run it a little bit in high. Of course, the belt's not broke in, but just running on the highway out here, and it run up to 8,500 RPM just like it's supposed to. Done it pretty quick too. So very satisfied with it. A couple weeks we'll be headed to West Virginia, do some riding up there, and I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about it. But as for now, it worked really well. And stay tuned, like and subscribe, because like I say, we got some more riding. We got some pretty fun stuff coming here in just a few weeks. So stick with us and we'll show you something.